The jaguar eats anything it can overpower. After the tiger and the lion, it is the third largest of the big cats. But when it comes to bite force, it ranks first. Its jaws are more powerful than those of the lion and the tiger. They were built not just to suffocate, but to crush bone. When prey on land grows scarce, the jaguar doesn't hesitate to leap into a foreign element: water. Into the domain ruled by crocodilians. And it wins. Its fangs pierce the skull of a young caiman. If the reptile tries to escape into the river, the jaguar dives in after it. It can hold its breath and attack underwater. Powerful chest and leg muscles allow it to drag a crocodilian onto the bank like a twig. In South America, the jaguar sits at the top of the food chain. Here, it is not simply a predator. Here, it is the king of beasts. The jaguar is the only big cat in the Americas that regularly hunts crocodilians. In the wetlands of the Pantanal in Brazil, caimans can make up as much as 40% of its diet. Unlike lions or tigers, the jaguar does not rely on a long chase. It operates differently, more quietly, more precisely. First, observation. It lies in ambush near the water for hours, barely moving. Its spotted coat dissolves into the shadows. A caiman comes ashore to bask in the sun. It feels safe. Thick skin, bony plates, powerful jaws. But the jaguar knows the weak spot. It does not suffocate its prey like other cats. It kills with a bite to the skull. When the moment is chosen, everything happens in seconds. The jaguar's fangs and its paws with sharp claws work in perfect unison. And then, the most powerful bite of all felines drives through the caiman's skull, and the reptile loses consciousness. The jaw-clamping force of a jaguar reaches over 1,300 pounds per square inch, enough to bite clean through even a turtle's shell. The fangs drive in directly between the eyes or at the back of the skull. The strike is precise and lethal. Sometimes the caiman manages to slip into the water, and then the struggle moves to the river. Unfortunately for caimans, the jaguar has no fear of water. It is an excellent swimmer and can hold its breath underwater. And although the water is the reptile's territory, the apex predator of the swamps becomes the prey of the cat. The jaguar drags the caiman into the brush. Sometimes it carries prey weighing over 40 to 50 kilograms in its jaws. In a world where most cats avoid water, the jaguar has turned swamps and rivers into its own hunting ground. The jaguar is one of the few animals capable of dominating nearly any environment it inhabits. It runs powerfully across open ground and moves with ease through the densest jungle undergrowth. It is an outstanding tree climber, agile enough to leap from branch to branch. The claws on its paws can grow up to 2 inches long and are strong enough to haul prey nearly the jaguar's own body weight straight up into a tree. And without any added load, it moves along the branches with remarkable ease and total confidence. The jaguar is also an excellent swimmer and can dive underwater, holding its breath for 30 to 40 seconds. All of these abilities make it a versatile apex predator from which there is almost no escape. Not on land, not in the water, not up in the trees. The only thing a jaguar cannot do is fly, but even that barely slows it down. It can launch itself off a branch and drop directly onto its prey in a split second. The jaguar is a masterful tactician and a genuinely intelligent hunter. It knows how to approach prey from an unexpected angle, even circling around behind it, silently swimming through the water when that's what it takes. When a jaguar moves through a river, it is nearly impossible to hear. It waits patiently for the perfect moment to strike. Watch how it pins the caiman down with its powerful forepaws to deliver a single, surgically precise killing bite at the base of the skull. At that moment, the jaguar's fangs clamp shut with extraordinary force. They punch straight through the bones of the skull and drive into the reptile's brain. The caiman still thrashes, but those are only its final reflexes. Within seconds, it loses consciousness and becomes the jaguar's meal. In Africa, crocodiles hunt big cats. In South America, it's the other way around entirely. Here, the jaguar rules not just on land, but in the water as well. The jaguar has sharp eyesight and lightning-fast reflexes. It can dive after a caiman even in murky, near-zero visibility water. Underwater, the jaguar easily snatches the caiman by the head or neck and hauls it to shore like a fish pulled out of a river. An adult caiman is itself a formidable predator, a massive jaw packed with razor-sharp teeth. In the water, it can put up a serious fight. Its powerful tail and webbed feet give it excellent leverage and control. It is literally built for the water. But the jaguar's agility is astonishing even in this element. The struggle ends almost the instant the jaguar gets a grip on the caiman's skull. Its signature bite immobilizes the reptile in a fraction of a second. At that point, it is no longer a dangerous opponent, just fresh prey. Enough meat to last the jaguar roughly 3 days. An adult Pantanal caiman is a dangerous and heavily armed predator. It can reach 10 feet in length and weigh around 220 pounds. But the bigger the crocodilian, the more attractive a target it becomes for a jaguar. Sometimes, it seems as though the jaguar is better suited to water than the crocodiles themselves. Underwater, the jaguar doesn't wrestle the crocodilian. It goes straight for the skull. That is the only way to win. And while taking down such a powerful animal is usually no major challenge for a jaguar, dragging a 220-pound carcass to a safe hiding spot is a different story, especially when the riverbank is steep and sandy. The capybara is one of the jaguar's favorite meals. It is the largest rodent on Earth. Adults weigh between 75 and 130 pounds. In appearance, it looks like a giant guinea pig the size of a sheep. Capybaras live in herds and almost never stray far from water. This particular capybara has drifted away from its herd, distracted by a patch of fresh green reeds. Unaware of the danger, it gradually wanders closer to the exact spot where a jaguar is already waiting in ambush. All the predator needs is one leap and one precise bite to the neck. Watch the moment of attack. The jaguar wraps its powerful forelimbs around the prey to stop its momentum and simultaneously drives in the killing bite. The fangs sink deep beneath the capybara's skin, and from that instant, there is no breaking free. The ability to stalk in total silence combined with the explosive burst speed of its charge makes the jaguar a near-perfect predator, and the capybara a near-perfect victim. This individual never even figured out which direction the danger came from, let alone which way to run. Unlike lions and cheetahs, the jaguar burns less energy per hunt and kills more consistently. At the moment of attack, it explodes up to 37 miles per hour in an instant, but it cannot hold that pace over any real distance. That's precisely why it is almost incapable of running down a deer in an open chase. Its body is built for one thing: a short, explosive burst followed by a crushing bite to the head. But sometimes luck falls in the jaguar's favor. This deer wandered down to the water's edge and walked straight into a trap. Caught between the river and a steep bank, it had nowhere to go and became easy prey for the king of the Amazon. The jaguar launches itself directly onto the deer. Within seconds, it will pull it under and drown it, then drag it ashore for its next meal. Tourists accidentally caught the moment a male jaguar mated with his female. Judging by his gaze, the predator is clearly not thrilled about the persistent clicking of cameras. But despite the audience, jaguars often mate out in the open. Deep in the jungle, there is almost nothing left for them to fear. About 100 days later, the female jaguar will give birth to her cubs. Within 1.5 to 2 years, they will be fully independent and dangerous hunters in their own right. A young male will patrol a territory of roughly 40 square miles, mostly along the river. Male jaguars very rarely cross paths with one another. When they do, it almost always ends in a brutal fight over territory or females. And so for most of its life, the jaguar will remain a solitary predator, breaking that solitude only during the mating season.